Today's video is going to be on expanding algebraic expressions. The learning goal for today is that by the end of this video you should be able to expand and simplify expressions that involve brackets. Okay, so expanding algebraic expressions. The distributive law is used to expand and remove brackets. So any term that's outside of the brackets is then multiplied by each term inside the brackets. So in our first example here, we've got A multiplied by, in brackets, B plus C. So we can actually apply that first term to everything inside using like what I like to call is the claw. So A multiplied by B is going to leave us with AB plus A multiplied by C is going to leave us with AC. Our second one is the same. The A outside the brackets is going to be multiplied by everything inside the brackets. So we're going to have AB subtract AC. It's that simple. So if the number in front of the brackets is a negative, then the sign of the terms inside the brackets will actually change when they're expanded because they're being multiplied by a negative number. So here we've got negative A, and we're going to multiply it by positive B and positive C. And we know whenever we multiply positive numbers by a negative number, our answer is going to be negative. So that's why we're changing the sign there. So that will leave us with negative AB subtract AC. And we're subtracting AC because adding a negative is the same as subtracting. The next thing we've got is the negative A is being multiplied to B and to C with the subtract sign. And again, we're going to swap the signs. So that'll leave us with negative AB plus AC. So we've swapped the sign there in the middle. It was subtract and now it's addition. And the reason for that is we're doing a negative times a positive, which will give us a negative. So it would actually leave us with negative AB subtract negative AC. And instead of subtracting a negative, it's the same as adding. So we'll just swap the signs there. Okay, so we've got a few worked examples here. What we're going to do is expand the brackets and then collect like terms that we can. So the first one, we're going to multiply everything in the brackets by 5. So 5 times x is 5x. Take 5 times 11 is 55. No like terms, so we just leave our answer. Our second one, we've got a negative here. So remember, we're going to have to swap the signs. So we start off with 4x, which is a positive, so our answer is going to be negative. So 2x times 4x is going to leave us with 8x squared. Swapping our sign from subtract to addition, 2x times 3 is going to leave us with 6x. We don't have any like terms again because x squared and x are not like terms, so we'll just leave our answer like that. Now our second two are a little bit more complicated, so I'm going to clear the screen here so we've got a little bit more room, and I'm going to rewrite them up here. So we've got 2 take 3, x take 4. Now what this expression is saying is positive 2 subtract positive 3 multiplied by x take 4. So because of that, I'm going to leave the 2 subtract. So it's subtracting positive 3. So when we multiply our 3 by everything in the brackets, remember it's a positive 3. So I'm going to keep the brackets here just for a bit of clarity, and you'll see why. So 3 times x is 3x. Take 3 times 4 is 12. Now we're subtracting everything in the brackets. So because we're subtracting it, we're going to have to make sure we carry that through. So 2 subtract 3x, so 2 take 3x, and we're also subtracting the 12. So because we're subtracting and subtracting here, remember it turns it into a positive 12. And then we can look for like terms, which we have, so I'll rewrite it with our like terms together. All we've got is our 2 and our 12, and 2 plus 12 is 14, and we'll leave our 3x. So that would be our answer there, 14 subtract 3x. Just let you look at that one a sec. And now I'm going to clear the screen again, and we're going to have a go at another one, which is again a little bit more complex. So our last example here, we've got 3x plus 2y subtract 3x plus y. Now we're going to expand this first bracket first. So 3 multiplied by x is going to leave us with 3x plus 3 times 2y is going to leave us with 6y. Now our second bracket, we're subtracting everything inside of it. So it's going to be subtract 3x subtract y. And from there we can collect like terms. So I'm going to rewrite it with all our like terms together. We've got x here, and we've got y and y. So 3x, take 3x, so remember to take the sign with the term, plus 6y, take y. So 3x, take 3x is going to leave us with 0, 6y, take y is going to leave us with 5y. And that will be our answer for the second one there. So make sure you understand what happened in these last two. They're a little bit complex, so if you need to rewatch it, have a look at the examples in your textbook as well, and practice a few of these from the exercises there. If you've got any questions at all, remember to come and see me in class.